Hi, I'm Patrick Hore. I'm the Global Vertical Head at Maersk. I've been involved in the chemical supply chain for a number of years. I think one of the things that I've gained as an experience is that things don't change that fast. The chemical industry takes a long-term view on things and maybe doesn't make decisions that quickly. It's a very exciting time at the moment within supply chains and within the chemical industry overall. It has become much more important over the last few years. Used to be a byproduct, and now it is center of decision making as the industry understands that supply chain can actually enable growth and reaching new markets. The key point that I would like to make here is that innovation and development in supply chains is also very contingent on the chemical industry procuring in a specific way. That means I would encourage the industry to not procure in silos, ocean freight separate, trucking separately, warehousing separately, but to think about how those actions, those links in the supply chain can be brought together also in procurement, because I think that is where innovation and development will be happening. So that's a key point for me. And I think that with respect to end-to-end solutions, this is where we'll be able to take efficiency to higher levels on behalf of the chemical industry. I'm very excited that Maersk can be involved in that, and it links very closely also to the strategy that we're following overall. It's important that a logistics service provider such as Maersk doesn't offer plain vanilla services. What we need to try and do is get under the skin of the various supply chains which specific commodity groups within the chemical industry actually operate. And we need to find solutions to the pain points that occur in those specific commodity supply chains. If I take a couple of examples, let me just share those. Firstly, for lubricants and some other oils, part of the supply chain is actually operated using so-called flexi liners. So it's like a plastic membrane that is put inside a standard container. For many customers, the pain point is to actually orchestrate all the various steps in that mini supply chain, bringing together the liner, the container, the carrier, the trucker, and bringing that all together in the right sequence and on time. One of the solutions that we've come up with to solve that pain point actually creates an end-to-end process around that, one point of contact, and we manage that on behalf of the customer. And we see many efficiencies coming out of that and being valued by customers. So that's one example. The second example is actually around tank containers. Now, tank containers can be operated by chemical customers with a dedicated fleet specifically to a very complex and high value product, usually also dangerous goods. And what we found as a pain point, many customers have told us that those fleets that they operate, where they do round tripping, so full and then empty back to be reloaded, get slightly out of control because there are too many pieces in the supply chain that needs to be brought together. We have come up with a solution which takes all that into one control tower service, including the ocean freight, and we manage that seamlessly, that process of loaded tank container out, unloading, bringing it back ready for reloading. And what we find there is the pain point is actually sorted out with respect to the number of turns that you get out of one specific container. So you're sweating the asset more. So that's another example. Maybe a third one, very much focused around the agriculture, the agrichem business, a very seasonal business with products being shipped around the world to reach harvest time or growing time with pesticides, fertilizers, and other high-tech products. And here we've created a control tower, a 4PL control tower model or solution, which actually takes a lot of the pain out from the customer in orchestrating all the moves in order to ensure that the farmers actually have the right product at the right time, and actually that helps feed the world. So that's another example of how we bring everything together.